And Leon Skerr was saying that they were a good team. That is good that you let them be good, because Celtic never really started in the front foot. I mean, there was a couple of issues out of the game. Maybe that could have affected. You can see Martin O'Neill probably, not being happy with it. By the end of the day, as a player, when you do an interview after European night, you have to enjoy it. Even if you lose a game, you lose games, but you have to enjoy it. You have to give yourself opportunity that when you come out of that pitch, that you feel proud and you say, I've done everything I can. And I don't think that Liam Skerr felt comfortable doing that interview, because I don't think that Celtic team left anything on that pitch, and they could be proud of that performance tonight.
Do you think that this has been coming, though? I think back to the game against Dundee, the game against Livingston, the game against Kilmarnock. You said at half-time you expect a reaction. Has it been slow starts in games, albeit the late winner has come, but has this team really been firing for the last couple of weeks, even though it has been getting results across the line?
No, absolutely. That's a great point. The first half of most games, look, you take the Livingston one, they could have been 3 up, after 20 minutes. They didn't. They're not taking their chances. I thought their final, the start of the game, the set play delivery was poor, which is what they pride themselves on. Then towards the end, the shooting was erratic, the finishing. And when you come up against quality opposition, you've got to be on it. Mm-hmm. You got to find your best form. You have to raise your game. You have to find yourself. And from the off, whether the protest at the start had anything to do with it, this is Celtic Park on a European night. You've done well to get to this stage. You're playing against great opposition. This is as good as it gets. Go out and express yourself, but be a team. And for me, it was so disjointed, so open, and so easy for Stuttgart.
You've just mentioned the protest there, because we spoke pre-match, didn't we, just about the expectation around here, a European night at Celtic Park. Yet here are the sort of scenes in it that actually barely a minute on the clock and the game was stopped for a protest from the stand with balls thrown. Now, what does that do to a player and the psychological place you've taken yourself to start a match?
The pressure from the fans on the board towards the players has been massive in the last couple of months. You play in one of the big European games, the manager's motivating you. That week you're training, you're preparing, and all of a sudden when the adrenaline is up there, when you're trying to get the game going, it stops for 3 minutes. It kills the atmosphere. Mm-hmm. The fans are expecting dynamic start. Like Neil was saying, you want to see Celtic flourishing and, put in a performance. That's what the fans were doing. And all of a sudden, everything stands still.
Is there a better way to do it?
Possibly, but maybe that's the way the fans feel, that they want to get their point across or their voices heard. It doesn't help. It certainly doesn't help the players. It doesn't help the manager. And you can see the frustration. Mm-hmm. And then again, you've got to get yourself... There's a lull. And then you got to find yourself again, your adrenaline, get going again. And then, to be fair, the atmosphere at the start after that wasn't great. Sometimes you have to create the atmosphere on the pitch for the fans. But they had to refocus and try and get going again. And all of a sudden that adrenaline's dipped. You got to find yourself again. And was there moments in the first half when I thought, when they get the equaliser, albeit through a bit, a mistake from Stuttgart, but they forced the equaliser. Negrin took a great, and then you're thinking, right, okay, can you go on from here? They never did. They never got a foothold in the game at any time. And every time Stuttgart went forward, the gaps were far too big, not getting close to people, and